Hope y'all been enjoying Big Buck coming in and out through the worships of Brother Robbie Hathorne and Sister Mary, as well as Brother Sean Evans over there at Tylertown Church of Christ. Amen, amen. Y'all come on, stand up, Tylertown, T-Town. Say it loud and proud. Amen, amen. No matter what. But even though that today is Father's Day, you guys, I know you radio listeners, y'all can't really see what I'm wearing this morning, but I got me guess you would call it a Juneteenth shirt or Black History Month shirt, whatever you may want to call it. It's just the normal, closed up fist saying fight the power, and it's the African colors. Well, y'all know it's Father's Day weekend, but tomorrow will be June 19th, as it's now a holiday. Well, it's been a holiday for so many years, but now it's just been, I guess, by the government, it has now been known and signified and dedicated as a holiday for all, as Juneteenth. Amen, amen. It's Juneteenth, a day that we as Black people, African Americans, got to be free. Finally have that freedom. It's Black History Month is only celebrated in the month of February, but I tell people all the time it should be celebrated all the time. And that's not just Black history, that should be all of history. No matter if you're white, black, butter pecan, Puerto Rican, your history should always be spread, should always be known. You should always share that knowledge with somebody of the unknown that don't know about you and your people. You know what I'm saying? Because why? If you don't spread the message, if you don't spread the word, just like if you don't spread the gospel, how they gonna know about Jesus? If you don't spread the knowledge of African culture, how they gonna know about their roots? If you don't spread the culture of the Irish, how you gonna know about the potato famine? How you gonna know about the prohibition from all the immigrants and everything getting on the boats, going to Italy and New York, from Italy to New York and Brooklyn, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been through some type of slavery and some type of bad turmoil and devastation, But Juneteenth is one dedicated day for African Americans because we were finally set free. We were finally got that freedom from oppression and slavery. Now, that thing still goes on because there's still slavery. It's not as bad as it was back in the 1800s now, but it still goes on. It is still a thing that goes on today. It's just not worldly known, I would say. But nowadays, what is really done gotten so worse is, it's so much black on black crime, as well as the Black communities are just tearing themselves apart instead of lifting themselves up, which it kind of infuriates me sometimes, radio listeners, because you think about it, like I say, it don't matter if you're black or white, whatever. History is history. And so many people from the African culture have sacrificed their lives. They were whipped and beaten, raped, and so much more by slave masters all those years ago. They put up so much for their lives. They were separated from families. They did so much because they were dreaming and hoping for a better future for their loved ones one day, But now you see where it is in culture that we have young black men just shooting things up. And when I say shooting things, I mean shooting up playgrounds, shooting up swimming pools, churches, and so much more. But it's not just young black men. It's not just older black men. It's people all over the world, really. But it's very sickening to see anybody do this thing. But when you have had so much of a family upbringing, I guess you could call it a family upbringing of the right way to live, the right way to live your life and to treat people, why is it that you would do something so ungodly, some unearthly and unholy to someone else? Like, slavery was a terrible thing. Well, I think to people, I ask myself, why would they even want to do something like that? But the world that we live in is just always trying to get over on people. And that's how it's been since really the beginning of time. There are some kind and courteous people out there, y'all. There really is. But there are some people that are just trying to get over on you. If they can find a way, they will. Just like years ago, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. That's what they said. You know, he come to what he so-called America, but it really wasn't. You know, and he say he found a new land, but it really wasn't his land to find, because there was already people there that was inhabiting the land. But what ended up happening is, because of the people that were already on that land were not educated, I guess you would say educated and knowledge enough to really call it a place, call it America, and to try to outwit Christopher Columbus, as well as all the other people that would ever sail to these other countries. They really got outsmarted. They got outsmarted and outwitted by these colonists, these colonial people that took them on slave ships, no matter if it was, like I said, I mean, from Africa all the way to America. It's just, it's a lot, you guys, because like I said, it just didn't happen to black folk. It didn't just happen to black people. It happened to white people too. And some people, when you think about it, their own countries set them up. Their own countries left them out to dry, which that's not right. And you think about it, why would they do something like that? Well, what do they always say? For the love of money. Money is the root of all evil. Money is good, but it's what you do with that money that makes it evil. What are you going to buy? You going to go buy alcohol and drugs? Or you going to go buy tires and rims when you should have went ahead and paid that rent? Or you going to buy groceries? You going to buy new clothes? What are you going to do right with your money? Don't do wrong with the money. Do right with it. I tell people all the time, do right by the money, and the money will do right by you. But people back then, and still to this day, they let money control them sometimes. And that's just how it was even then. People were letting countries and dictators, they were letting people just take their people of that country for money. They would give them gold and silver, because really back then, money, the dollar value of money really wasn't a big thing. It was just really gold, silver, maybe some pesos. They had few little currencies back then, you know. And so they were just selling people off. They didn't really care. Just like I believe it still happens today, that some people in this world, I tell them, you know, life is just like the people that we surround ourselves in. Sometimes it's like a bucket or a barrel full of crabs, you know. Everybody's trying to reach that mountaintop, that peak. Everybody's trying to get bigger and better and trying to do right. But sure enough, there's that one person that's trying to bring them down. There's that one person that said, no, you getting too close to glory. You getting too close to success. So let me bring you down. Let me bring you down. Now, there's sometimes, you know, they say pride comes before the fall. You know, that's a difference though, because if you are so prideful and that you can't ever be humble, then you might need to be brought down. But if you are doing the right steps and taking the right actions, and you are just trying to do better, not only help yourself, but help your community and help others, but then you have that one evil entity that is coming along that's trying to bring you down. No, we don't need any of that. That's just evil, pure evil from Satan. Like we say, he come to kill, steal, destroy, and try to take away your joy. You don't need any of that. So, with that being said, this Juneteenth, I want everybody to have a blessed holiday. I hope that y'all will enjoy yourselves, be merry, be fruitful, as well as hopefully you will get to spend time with loved ones, get to hear some stories about your culture, get to reminisce on good times and loved ones, just try to share that appreciation. And like I said, even though it is Juneteenth and it is an African American holiday, that doesn't mean that you can't celebrate your history. No matter if you're Irish, Jewish, Muslim, Palestinian, don't matter. Belarusian, I don't know what it's all called. They got so many countries out there that has history, but they say history will repeat itself if you don't change it. So let us make a change for the better, you guys. Let us do better so that we won't have to continue to be slaves to a system, that we won't have to try to sell our people off, that we won't try to put them down. You know what I'm saying? So continue to be free in this world. Be thankful for Jesus Christ that he gave you life. Amen. Amen. Let me say it again. But hey, that's all Big Buck got to say on this Father's Day, getting ready for Juneteenth. I hope that everyone has a blessed one. Hope that you eat good, be merry, be happy, and be fruitful. May the good Lord bless you. And please don't let that devil stress you, because he'll definitely try to test you. On 98.3, come on and rock with me. And on 104.9, it's been that time. We're going to keep on praising the gospel each and every time. Amen. Amen. Let me say it again. Woo!